Welcome back to a bit of we are playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps,
Freaking unpause it and play it. You big
and
goofball.
we're in the deep dark
Oh,
cavern with a
yeah.
giant spider boss.
The spider thing I forgot about. Now I understand why
Oh,
we're on a
shit.
pause screen. That thing is gross. Not you, Jelly Bean. You're a sweetheart. A little doggy angel sent from the angel heaven gods. But you're very, very smelly. You're a stink angel. We were playing games with Marianne and AJ before, and they were on the main couch, and Jellybean was squished between them, and she was just like, "Oh, so you guys are here for me to fart on, huh? Cool. Well, I'll do my best."
Yep.
And then she proceeded to do her best
She
farting.
has super stinky farts, and I think it's part of that is her diet. I need to get her off of the puppy food and onto more adult food, and I think that will help a little bit with it.
Oh, God, you know what makes the worst stinky dog farts?
What?
Dog food.
Yeah.
I remember when I was still living in my parents' house. I was still in high school at the time. My stepdad had regaled us, my mom and I, with the story of like his sleepwalking the night beforehand.
Yeah.
He was just like, I got up, middle of the night, I was sleepwalking, so I didn't know what I was doing, but apparently I opened up a can of cat food
Okay.
and started eating it, and that's when I woke up and like half the can was gone.
Jeez.
And my mouth tasted horrible. I thought I had opened tuna.
Yeah.
So my mom and I, you know, we had made fun of him pretty hard for that. Oh, and I bet his farts smelled horrible.
Yeah. I'm pretty positive of
Cat
that.
food farts. You've never had a cat, right?
No. Viv wanted me to get a cat really like hard before I got Chavi even. And then even
Oh,
after
because you've never had a dog either.
yeah. And she was just like, it'll be easier. It won't be like so high maintenance.
Yeah, it's true.
You can leave it alone for long periods.
They're not
and-
going to give a fuck.
Yeah. And like I understand where she was coming from, but I just wanted the like more of a companion that was gonna like wanna snuggle up with me and whatnot. And I guess cats can do that, but
Cats definitely do that. Every cat I've ever owned has done that. Oh, I shouldn't say owned anymore. Every cat I've ever lived with.
yeah.
Oh, fire! More fire! Uh-oh.
Correct.
Do any of the bosses in any of the Ori games have like that secondary like health bar that just shows up out of nowhere?
I think
I half
only
expected the spider to
last
do
boss does.
Or like it has like a second
remember.
phase, right?
Yeah. I think the last boss does, but I don't think these do. I mean, they technically have phases, and because this one like changed the fight location halfway through.
Right, and like they also change like what they do when they fight. But
Yeah.
it's still the same health bar.
He's a pretty spider.
Yeah.
Um.
There's like that meme of like if you're ever watching like a Disney movie and there's a character that has like green smoke or green like makeup or green anything,
Yeah.
that's the evil one.
Yeah. I know. They use color a lot to like
Sure.
indicate things. We were just talking about in between episodes the fact that I'm aiming to get a new TV because
Oh, right.
what people at home don't realize is I've had two 55-inch TVs in my office slash living room area. I moved into my house, and at the time they were great, but now that I have old man eyes and have to sit like across the room from the TV, it is really hard to see a lot of things that are on screen.
Do you have trouble reading subtitles too?
Yeah, from time to time.
Really?
I-
You get your eyes checked every year, right?
Every couple years. I got them
Oh.
checked last year, and I'll probably go next year.
That's a once every year thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I just know, like, there's going to be temptation to get, like, new glasses, and that becomes somewhat of an expensive thing. I have to get new frames, and I'm like, all right, I'll live with it for a year, and then go get it checked. My eyesight doesn't degrade super fast, but I do start to notice, like, things kind of being not as crisp after a couple years, so...
My prescription hasn't changed in like I don't know, the past 6 years, I want to say. I've had the same prescription. I just, I beat my glasses to hell. So I never, after a certain point, I stopped getting expensive glasses.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know I'm going to end up, I've never broken them, but I know I'm going to end up like scraping a lens.
Yeah.
Or just, you know, I'll put them in my shirt pocket or something, or they'll get a little bit, just scraped enough that it's like blurry.
Right.
But just like the ones I'm wearing now, like I have to get new glasses because that's exactly what I'm talking about with these. They're not, there's no cracks in them. There's no significant like divots or anything, but you can tell like I've worn away the coating.
Right.
From like, oh, I throw them on my desk at night when I go to sleep, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not careful with them enough. And I get new glasses like every, I don't know, 3 years, if that.
So, just a little update on my progress in the game. Now that I've beat the spider boss, like this whole area that was like shrouded in darkness now is illuminated, so I don't have to worry about dying immediately if I hang out in the darkness for too long, which is what was happening before.
That spider has a machine gun ass.
It's actually a bat.
That bat has machine gun guano.
Yeah.
Man, it bears repeating. This game is fucking gorgeous.
I know.
Look at all that background work. And look at all the foreground work, for that matter.
I'm kind of upset that this is like the last game they're ever going to make for this series.
Oh, they're going to come out with something brilliant.
I'm sure someone will eventually, but...
The people who have worked on this game, and I know it's like, yeah, it's a small studio, and yeah, it's just a collection of people who weren't part of like a specific parent company.
Yeah.
And it was just a, you know, you could tell that those folks are passionate.
Yes.
About the things that they create.
Right. Like they
look
love
at this
the work.
game is just a perfect example of
they're proud of what they do.
Yeah, loving your craft, loving what you do, and creating something that is significant to you that you want to share with everybody. They're going to make something else either with the same people or a different group, and it's going to be just as good because they bring so much to the table. What have you ever done, Ives?
I know.
You've done, like, I look at things like this and like exactly what I was just talking about. Like, man, I don't contribute at all.
I originally was going to college to become like a video game programmer. Hey.
I'm gonna chew this bone right on your lap. Come snuggle. Oh, you're coming over here. Hi, Jelly Bean. You gonna bring that chewy bone over here? You can hang out with me. You're gonna chew and that. Oh, okay. Hi.
I do have.
Please, not on my wiener. All right.
Yeah, like I wanted to become a video game programmer or designer or something in that vein, just because I loved the work that went into these things and I wanted to contribute in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll still happen. Not likely, but maybe I'll get around to like doing something eventually. But
I was of that same. Like, I never went to school for it, but I was of that same mindset. I was just like, I want to do something with video game.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not good at art. I don't think I'm good at art. I don't know, like, even how to comprehend programming.
Yeah.
Or database work, you know.
I would have been satisfied with doing something either with like writing a story or coming up with like design elements, like clever ways to create puzzles and, you know, just engaging content. But I feel like it's a pretty competitive field because especially in our generation, a lot of people wanted to get into that sort of thing.
Oh, it's got to be like much more competitive today than it ever was when we were young. When we were actually like of college, going to college for the first time age.
And I'm not gonna lie, but like based on all the articles I've read and like gaming magazines and whatnot or articles online, it does not seem like a very
it's not a healthy
fun
environment
job to have these days with all the crunch and shit that happens.
It just seems like a very, depending on the company, of course, or like your team, it seems extremely toxic and like counterproductive to what you actually want to be doing.
These motherfuckers.
Do you have to get rid of them to forward?
Yeah, this is like a little challenge, and if I complete it, I get like another passive skill slot. But I have to fight a bunch of waves of enemies until all those things are illuminated.
Oh, I see. Like, it was, as soon as you finished that last one, that second light went up.
Yeah.
And they all have different attack tactics. It's not the same enemy each time. What has she got here? Is this an antler?
Yeah, it's a deer antler that...
Oh, that's got to be from us then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Viv always picks that up for puppers.
Actually, deer antlers were one of the best suggestions Viv gave me, because before that, she was chewing, like, my walls and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Walls?
The molding right to your right of your foot is all chewed up.
Oh, yeah, I can see, yeah.
So I gotta repaint that at some point.
That's when we still had our dog Stella, we always had an antler around in case she just wanted something to occupy herself with.
Yeah.
Because they're super durable, but they're not bad for their teeth.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she goes through them pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, comparatively durable. Like, they're relatively durable compared to actual, like, the stuff you get off, like, the supermarket shelves or...
Right.
What it is, like, the pet stop shelves or whatever.
Yeah, see, now that I completed that, I get this extra passive slot.
Oh, you mean an empty... You could put one of the ones you already acquired in there, yeah.
Like, I can add another ability, so... Spirit Light. I want to get the one that, like, makes farming a little quicker. I know I have one here somewhere. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, so you get, like, experience or something?
Yeah, this way I can level up my abilities quicker.
Yeah, that's what I normally do when I start out at a game, is, like, what will get me the most experience and the most money?
Yeah.
As quickly as possible, because I do not want to grind.
Elden Ring has a thing where you have trinkets, and you can have up to 4 trinket slots by the end of the game, and you get like more trinket slots by completing certain quests. But when you get to the Caelid Wilds, which is like kind of a mid-game area, there is a secret boss or twin bosses that you can fight, and if you defeat them, you get a golden scarab trinket, and it increases all of your like souls or whatever they call them in that game. I forget now. It increases all the output you get by 20%.
Okay.
And that's how you level in that game, so it just makes it like you gain levels so much quicker.
Yeah, 20% is not insignificant at all.
Yeah.
That was what, like, one of the things in Hollow Knight, when I started that game, like, I wasn't, like, playing smart. It was just something I knew I had to do at the very beginning. It was just like, I need to find the... I forget what they call them. They're not orbs or something. Maybe they are orbs. I don't remember. But there's one where it's like, this one like enemies drop more money, and the other one was I don't think there is experience in that game, because it's just a collectathon with a non-skill tree.
Okay.
But I forget what the other one's like. The other one dropped more health or something, or more. It's not mana, but whatever you would use to cast spells.
Right.
It would drop more of that. So I was like, all right, these are the things I need to have equipped all the time.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do...
Same thing with Blasphemous. That was the other game we were talking about earlier, where it's just like, I want to equip the items that get me the most money.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of upgrades you can get in Blasphemous, but you need to, like, just go back and forth, respawning enemies, so you can just get more money.
That's one thing I felt like I was missing out. Like,
it's such an oversight.
I feel like I was really underleveled for a lot of the parts of that game, where I was just getting my ass kicked. Like, I was having to spend a lot of time fighting enemies that would, like, basically one or two shot me.
Yeah.
If I got too close, so...
Well, it's not the fact that you're underleveled, because there's no leveling in that game. The leveling is like, I didn't find the health upgrades.
Yeah.
I didn't find the defensive upgrades. Because it's not like you're gonna, like... It's not like, what would you call it? Like Symphony of the Night, the Castlevania game, where it's like, oh, you killed 2 zombies at the beginning of the game. Level up, you have more defense and more life pool now.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have to find those upgrades somewhere in the map.
Right.
So it's just like, well... Shit, where the fuck are they? Because those are the things you need to find first.
Yeah.
Can you please not chew that right on my wiener?
I know. She does that to me, too.
Well, she's using my lap for leverage.
Yeah, and then it's like jabbing into your
junk. And it's like right in my crotch.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
Alright, I think I know what I need.
I'm sorry you don't have hands, Jellybean. There you go. Is that better? You want to hold it like that? With your paws? Like a big doggy girl?
Oops.
Are you racing your shadow?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck up because I don't remember the... Yep.
Where, oh, where is Shadow?
Damn it.
Where, oh, Shadow? You were gonna lose.
I am gonna lose.
Where can Shadow be? Oh, the music's nice and relaxing.
Yeah, you already got to the finish. God damn it. Alright, well, at this point. God damn it.
Finish! It took you 49 minutes.
Yeah. Alright. You have to, like, know the path ahead of time and then just not fuck up any of the jumps.
Ives, he's our man. If he can't do it, Rob probably can. Up!
God damn it!
Up!
I fucking hate this.
You don't hate it. You love this game. This is one of your favorite games.
I'm dead. Alright.
I love how there's just like a dedicated retry button.
Yeah.
Wow, geez, look at your life and mana pool now. They're huge compared to what I was expecting to see seeing at the bottom of the screen. Is that a shortcut? Did you just cheat?
No.
Oh, there's your shadow. Like you were too lined up with your shadow that I didn't see it.
Oh, come on. Oh, damn it.
Oh, man, you were right there, too.
Yeah. It's those pull-down lights that are a bitch, because if you don't hit it just right, you miss it, and then you can't recover easily. Okay.
Whoa, that was pretty swifty.
What?
That little, like, on that ledge where you just, like, instead of jumping onto the ledge, you just rolled onto the corner of it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very smooth. Nice.
God damn it.
Get up there.
There we go. Got it.
Good job. Fourth time's a charm.
Yep. Alright, so that should be everything in this area. Now, I haven't done this part over here. Let's bust on over to there.
You're just like whipping around this map like anybody knows what you're looking at.
Yeah. I tell you, without a map, this game would be a fucking huge pain in the ass. Same with like Metroid Dread. Like, I love that game, but without a map, that game would be like unplayable.
Forget about it. Like it wouldn't be like you could play that game without a map, but
it would just take forever.
You would be like me and you as a kid. I'm sure we both did the same thing with games that didn't have maps. Like, oh, I gotta get a graph paper.
Yeah, I did that with the original King's Quest. My dad actually like printed out on a dot matrix printer like all the different like tiles, and
Viv always told me like whenever it comes up, she's like, oh yeah, like my mom always used to make fun of me because when I was a kid and I would play Metroid, I would like make a map of everything, and my mom would make fun of me for making a map. Why don't you just play the game? She's like, I don't know where to go.
Yeah. That was the hard thing about games back then, is like you didn't have as many tools to do the things that you needed to do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't necessarily the games themselves were harder, it just didn't have the information you needed to like play the game.
It's not like there was no game facts back then.
No.
Like, if you didn't know how to play a game, you didn't play that game.
You needed, like, Nintendo Power or, like, PC Gamer Magazine to tell you what to do.
Yeah. There was no looking anything up. Like, you were lucky if, like, the game that you were having a problem with was in Nintendo Power.
Right.
Like, oh, man, I hope this month has a Mega Man 2 snippet, you know?
Yep. I found, when I was going through my shit, cleaning up like one of the rooms in my house.
Oh, I thought you were like in your toilet bowl, like going through.
Yeah.
Like you had heartworm or something you were looking for.
I found the copy of Mega Man X that I got with my original joystick for a PC.
Oh God. Did you try and install it?
No. It's like for Windows 95. And I remember graphically, it's slightly different than the SNES version, because like it had a different, I don't know, graphics chip or whatever. Not graphics chip. It had like a slightly different design, like texture design. So
for the port.
Yeah, Mega Man was like a little more rounded, like the old school Mega Man.
Okay.
And I feel like it was a little sluggish in the controls. Like I don't remember him being as spry in the PC version as the SNES version. So
that's interesting.
I don't know.
It's like they're not built to be fast games, but like they were very like quick, fast moving, action packed.
Oops.
Careful, silly. Gotta kill yourself.
Problem is, the only attack I have underwater is a spinning dash move.
Yeah.
But like when there's spikes on the walls, it's a little.
I see.
Dubious.
You can't stop yourself when you have to commit to it.
Yeah.
Can you breathe underwater or something?
Yeah,
or?
I got the breathing upgrade because that's like super useful in these missions levels, rather.
It's a safe spot to like connect your blows to fish. You don't have to worry about the environment hurting you.
Yeah, the breathing underwater thing is huge because you don't get that a lot of time.
Bam! Bam! It's me. I'm saying bam.
Bammy.
You've got you have the world's most skittish uppers.
Well, hopefully the hemp oil will help with that.
The what is it? The amount of water that you have to deal with doesn't seem so bad anymore.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the water on the next episode?
Sure.
Uh-oh.